Well, what's wrong with giving Mother a raft?
Forget the raft. Let's think of something a lady would like. Something sentimental. What would make Mother happy?
I remember Mama telling me the happiest thing in her life was her honeymoon. But she got busy and couldn't tell me what a honeymoon was.
That's what we give her, a second honeymoon.
What's a honeymoon?
Franz, they're not interested in that sort of thing. They're too old.
What's a honeymoon?
You're never too old for a second honeymoon. Everyone wants to be alone once in a while. Mother and Father, too.
Is somebody going to tell me what a honeymoon is?
Well, I say we take a vote, and I vote for the raft.
I vote for the honeymoon.
Me too.
How can you vote for the honeymoon if you don't even know what one is?
That's the only way I'm going to find out.
A honeymoon is when two grown-ups need to be alone for a while. You know, romantic?
Oh, I like that.
Well, hello, children.
Hello. We've got a surprise. We just voted.
Yes? What to give you for your birthday?
We're going to sleep in the cave.
So, you have a second honeymoon.
That takes me a little off guard.
Yes, I'm not sure I'm prepared for that surprise either.
Please, Mama. It'll be so much fun for all of us.
John.
How can you refuse such a lovely gift?
Fire needs shelter from the wind.
The cave is shelter.
Ah, it'd be more fun out here, under the stars.
Wild animals sleep under the stars, too.
It's a well-known fact that animals are afraid of fires.
Well, if it's so well-known, why have I never heard of it?
Obviously, for the same reason why you've never heard of a honeymoon. You're too young. Certain things you have to leave to your wiser and older brothers.
He's right. And the only thing we have to worry about right now is what we're going to eat.
Unless something eats us first.
October 13, in the year of our Lord, 1801. This day, our children surprised us with the gift of a second honeymoon. And we are unexpectedly alone. Something smells very good.
It's the stew.
No, it is not the stew. It's you who smell very good.
Johan.
I mean it. And you're just as lovely as you were when I first saw you standing there on that pier.
The first time you saw me, I was not standing on the pier.
Hmm?
I was in the market with my mother. I dropped a lettuce and you picked it up.
Was that the first time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, you were wearing a pink bonnet.
I was not wearing a hat. I remember distinctly because you commented on my hair, which had come undone and was falling down my back.
Oh, well, all I really do remember is thinking how very beautiful you were. You still are.
Johan, the moonlight has gotten to you.
It's not the moonlight.
Is it safe?
Of course, the children are in the cave.
No, I mean, are they safe? How will they keep warm and what will they eat?
They've got blankets and they've got food. They've got a flint to make a fire. They've got Bruno to protect them. Now.
But they're so young.
You've got to let them grow up sometime, hmm? Stop worrying about the thunder and the rain. The cave's warm and dry.
Where's Bruno gone?
Probably back at the treehouse where it's nice and dry.
Hello. You having fun?
John, I knew we shouldn't have let the children go.
Oh, you're right. We should have let them stay here, and we should have gone to the cave where there were no leaks.
John, the truest things are often spoken in jest. Let's join them in the cave.
Oh, Elizabeth. Look, you've no reason to worry about those children. They're very happy.
And dry.
Yes, but besides, this second honeymoon is their gift to us, so don't you spoil it for anybody, hmm? See it? Stopping, I think.
I want to go home.
Marie, don't go home. That would spoil our gift to Mother and Father.
Let's think ahead to supper. What are you going to cook us?
Why should I do the cooking?
Because you're the girl. The girl always does the cooking.
That doesn't mean they should.
Well, I say you should, and I'm the one who's in charge.
I should be in charge.
Why you?
Because I'm the girl, and that makes me the mama.
All right. For as long as you're the mother, why don't you do some cooking?
I'll do the cooking as long as I'm in charge.
She's right, Ernest. She's right.
When she's right, she's right.
When she's right.
That, my dear, was an absolutely delicious meal.
Have some pudding.
Pudding, too. Well, I won't refuse. You know, you're certainly a lot better cook than you were when we were on our first honeymoon.
You'd think I had everything I needed then. All the food in the world was available. I had pots, pans, spices, everything, except the knowledge of how to cook.
I'll never forget your first meal. Oh, you looked so forlorn standing there next to that poor burnt chicken.
It wasn't a chicken. It was a roast beef.
That was roast beef?
Yes.
Where did all those little bones come from?
Those weren't little bones, Joanne. They were noodles. Bones. Huh. It's funny. I was sure we had some sugarcane candy left.
The mice have probably got it.
The mice?
Cave mice. They're probably eating it right now, stuffing themselves.
I'm ready for some sugarcane candy.
No candy until you've finished your meal.
Oh, I'm full.
But you haven't eaten anything yet.
I feasted my eyes. That was enough.
You don't like my cooking, do you?
Don't let Ernest upset you, Marie. Some people just can't appreciate charred clams, sour berries, and unleavened bread.
But you haven't eaten anything either.
Well, I happen to be another one of those people.
If you don't eat your food, I'll give it to Bruno.
I wonder where Bruno is.
He's smart. Left before dinner.
That settles it! The cook quit!
Good, Marie.
Not bad. My favorite. Sour berries. Not that. Oh, it's delicious.
We finished all the food, Marie.
Now, can we have some sugarcane candy?
I'm sorry. I used it to sweeten the clams.
John, do you really think they'll be all right?
Oh, now, Elizabeth, they've got each other. They'll be quite cozy and comfortable. And it's only for one night anyway.
But Marie can never fall asleep without a bedtime story.
I'm quite sure that our two sons are capable of telling Marie a lovely bedtime story.
And so the headless monster climbed up the trellis to the window of the princess's room. His evil form slithered across the floor to her bed. A gnarled, bony hand reached up to grab her. At its first icy touch, she jumped, but was too terrified to scream. And now, he said, I am going to devour you. His severed head that he held in his left hand laughed.
But why? Why did he want to eat the nice princess?
Because she didn't know how to cook, and he had been turned into a monster by a girl who didn't know how to cook. So every evening at midnight, after a storm, he stalks the world in search of revenge. Well, good night. Good night.
Is that way? No, that way. No, that way.
Bruno. Marie. Ernest. Marie's gone.
Papa said our treehouse is the safest place on this island. Well, if I can't have our treehouse, at least I'll have a tree.
Let's go toward the beach.
Toward the beach? I said we go towards the treehouse.
She wouldn't go to the treehouse. That would spoil our gift.
After that story we told her, she's probably too scared to worry about any gift.
Listen, I'm the tracker in this family, and I say we go toward the beach.
I'm the one who's closest to Marie's age, and I can think like her, and she would go towards the treehouse.
This isn't helping us find her.
Why is Bruno going that way? Doesn't lead anywhere except into the jungle. Look at these tracks. I don't know if Marie went this way, but a lion sure did. Look what way Marie did go. What are you doing up there?
I'm being safe from the lion.
Well, he's still around someplace. Come on down. Let's get back to the cave.
I don't want to come down. You come up.
Marie, there's no time to argue. There's lion tracks all over the place.
Don't worry. These torches will keep them away.
I hope. How long will these torches last? Not as long as his patience.
John, thank goodness it's you.
Now, look, what on earth are you doing down here? I woke up and found you missing. I thought you'd be halfway to the cave by now.
All the animals were restless. I thought I'd check.
Yes, you mean you were restless.
A little of both.
I'm glad you didn't run off like this during our first honeymoon. Come on. I promise you in the morning everything will be just fine.
In here, quick. Franz,
Marie, hold the torches. Let's block the entrance.
the opening's too narrow. We'll never get through.
You say.
Enough's enough, Franz. Leave some space for air to get in.
Rats!
They're only mice, Marie. They're field mice. Look at the size of them. They're so little, they're harmless.
I guess so.
Sure.
I give you this, Franz. When you do a job, you sure do it well.
If you do less grumbling and more work, we might be further ahead.
A good thing we didn't let you put that last rock in. We'd be out of air by now.
These rocks went in, they'll come out.
Show me, don't tell me.
The little rock is holding the big one.
This one, you mean?
Yes.
Thank you for your help. Let's get those torches. Maybe we can use them as a lever. Go on. Go on, dude. Go on.
But how do you know the lion's gone?
Do you think Bruno would be here if the lion was still around?
Where was he when we needed him?
Someplace else. He's not stupid.
Come on, let's go.
I don't want to go back to the cave. I've had all the caves I can take. I want to go back to Mama and Papa.
Don't look as if you're about to cry. We're all going back to the treehouse.
Do you think we should? It wasn't a very long honeymoon.
It seems like years to me.
I know what you mean. We must never let Mother and Father know what a bad night we had. We must act as if everything went perfectly.
What about the dinner I cooked you?
That was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Come on,
Bruno.
Bruno.
You're as hungry as I am.
Well, the children should be back soon for their breakfast. You know, they were only gone one night. In some ways, it seems like years.
Really miss them.
Well, good morning.
Ed, how was your second honeymoon? Was it as good as the first one?
Oh, better. How was your night in the cave?
Well, it was fun. And we slept well, and Marie made a wonderful meal.
Did you? We were having so much fun, we didn't even want to come back.
You didn't.
What Marie means is that we didn't want to come back until sunrise.
Well, I guess you've all eaten breakfast then.
We thought it'd be nicer if we all ate together.
Good. I'm so hungry I could eat a lion.
Well, come along then.
We may all have had our fingers crossed when we told our little white lies, but it's the thought that counts.
So, I took the meat out of the shell and I chopped it up fine before I cooked it.
That sounds good. Minced clams.
Better yet, I made them special. Candied clams.
Candied clams?
You'd be surprised what a little sugar can do to the taste.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It picks it right up.
Oh, what's all that about, Ernest?
It's for a raft we're planning to build.
A raft? Oh, that's a pretty ambitious project. That'll take quite a bit of time.
We know, but we want to be well prepared for your birthday.
My... Oh.
Mama, is there such a thing as a third honeymoon?
I've never heard of one.
Good. I was thinking, for your birthday, I could cook up something special.
Yeah, that's very kind of you, dear, to think of freeing your mother from the kitchen.
Basically, I think, darling, that your father is, a meat and potatoes man.
Yes.
So am I. Me too.
Well, I can cook meat and potatoes.
Well, yes, dear, that's very good. But you see,
I could add a little lemon juice to the potatoes for taste.
Maybe you could make the cake, Marie. You could put a lot of sugar in the cake.
Yeah, candy
Right?
cake.
perhaps you could show Marie how you make
Candy cake.
Maybe she could show me candied clams, so we could all have it again.
Tomorrow let's have some special recipes.